is problematic because you would hear that down through the years. It's like, God, you're gorgeous. And it's like, you only want to have sex with me or something, you know? And because so many women can relate to this, and I'm sure there's men out there as well, but of the women that I have met, we have all been love bombed so many times. It's very hard to fully trust someone until you really get to know them. And even then, I mean, you can be love bombed for years and then realise what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, so it's tough out there, lads, you know?
Wow, okay. Wow, interesting. And is there, for example, on something about the people in Berlin or the guys in Berlin that you would say, okay, that's a typical red flag of a typical guy who lives in Berlin?
I think men in Berlin are just red flags themselves. I mean, to be honest, it depends on how long someone's been here for. I've given up on the lads in Berlin. Honest to God, I'm going further afield. Like, Benji can't contain himself.
That's right.
Oh no, I mean, honestly, I feel, in my own opinion, if a lad has been here in Berlin for too long, they get too used to the city. And like, I'm probably guilty of it as well. I mean, we all become a bit fussy when we're here. We know that like you don't even need to be on Tinder or any of these dating apps to recognize that there's so many hot single people around the place. You go out to a club and you can hook up with people. You go to Kit Kat, Jesus, you'll have a party all night long, like be having sex with whoever you want, really, you know. So I think when guys are here for too long, for me, it's a bit off-putting because I would think, they're doing what every guy does and they get bored of you and then they leave. It's very hard to settle down in the city. Lots of men have the Peter Pan syndrome. Have you heard about Peter Pan syndrome?
Yes. They don't want to grow up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, keeps them young. And that's great. I mean, I like to stay young, but mentally, this emotional intelligence isn't there for
might
everyone.
have this thing, okay, guys don't want to grow out of their, I'm going to a party, clubbing and everything, hooking up with girls. Yeah, okay. It gets like some sort of, it's the city and what it offers, what hooks you into it, right?
Yeah, and it isn't just the men that are experiencing the Peter Pan syndrome as much. I mean, look at us. I mean, I'm 35 this year and I'm still going clubbing and I'm having fun, like, but I'm not out there for hookups anymore. Like I used to. I used to like it. I used to enjoy, you know, trying to find a boyfriend and hooking up in the meantime. But I'm over that now. I actually chill out on my weekends and I don't party all the time. Berlin keeps me young in other ways, but a lot of people you will find mentally they are still Peter Pans.
Okay.
You know?
It could be like, I can relate to that a lot because I have seen it in some friends that is like, dude, your mattress cannot be on the floor anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, we're looking at Benji, aren't we? Sorry, Benji.
Yeah, and also, this IKEA furniture, white IKEA furniture. Yeah,
Men love white IKEA furniture.
Yes, it's simple. It
I'm
is functional. It works.
Oh, yeah, it's functional and it works, but my God, like, get a personality. Come on. I'm sorry. But like when I go into a man's home and he has paint on the walls or like green cushions, I'm like, he's a keeper. You know? Once it's not white IKEA shit. Sorry, Benji.
Completely fine.
Yeah. But so it can be that guys in other cities and smaller towns, they are over that part that Berlin's offered by the age they're already 30. And here you see guys under 35, 38, 40s and so on, like still going on the feeling like if they were still 25.
Exactly. And you kind of have to grow up sometimes. You know what I mean? Just grow up a little bit. Mature a bit. You could still go out and have fun and like act young in a sense of like still enjoy partying. Don't let age stop you from doing the things that you want to do, which can often happen in different countries as you get older. But you know, kind of grow up a little bit. You can't shag every woman every weekend. Like you're not how you were before, hon.
Yeah,
you know?
But it's interesting that here guys have that leverage on their side because I always hear it from other friends who come from more southern countries like Italy, Greece, and so on. They say, there you go, or even Mexico, you go to a bar and you cannot just easily approach a woman like that easy. They will really reject you if they are not interested in the most mean way. They will ignore you. They will make their eyes like, so on.
Yeah.
And here,
there's not like that.
It's not like that.
I mean, I would never, if a guy came up to me, unless he was drunk and being a total sleaze, I'd be like, back off, hon. But like if someone came up to me and was like, hey, can I invite you for a coffee? And if they weren't my type, I'd be like, no, thanks. But, you know, thanks for asking. Maybe because I've been, like, we've all been rejected 1,000 times in our lives. It's just nice to be nice. It's just easier to be nice.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
spread
have
love.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. And do you think also, well, as you said, there's a lot of attractive people in the city. I mean, I don't know so much about guys because they're not my type, but from girls, I notice a lot that there's a lot of attractive women. I go to other parts of Germany, and you come back to Berlin, and then you really see that contrast. You see, oh, okay, here's where all the good-looking people come. And